Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the market. It's Tuesday after a long weekend. We are going to look at the SPY price action, GME on this melt up, BBBY not giving up at all, ATER on a tear. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Money sticks around. Follow us on Twitter at HappyMoneyYT, as well as Discord. Link for those are in the description. And yeah, market today. So we kind of hit that close to that 400 on Thursday or Friday, not quite, and then set up a bull flag though on the hourly here on that Friday, and then today at open. Where did we open actually? Opened pretty neutral, I think. Yeah, pretty much even. Had a little dip, and then rallied, and then ECB came out and said potentially 25 basis points instead of 50, I think, something along those lines, and that just caused this rip up above this 399 level, which was the high from yesterday, and then that rip started consolidating up here. It actually did have an engulfing candle there first, but started consolidating, looking nice. It was a rip over that 399, right? We wanted to see a breakout. And then it hit that 400, which was a level I talked about last week, a prior level, big psychological level. But yeah, right there, it's kind of that other shoulder of this head and shoulder and shoulder. So hit that, and then the next candle rejected. So I actually went long here, traded poorly on the futures, unfortunately. I wanted to wait, and I did wait some, but then I was just bull flagging, and like it broke that resistance. I forgot, well, whether I forgot or ignored it. That 400 level, I wasn't sure if it hit that, it might reject. It did reject. Engulfing candle here, came back down. Once it broke VWAP, I closed. No, actually, I waited. I maybe waited too long to cut. I maybe need to cut losses sooner. That's why I like just to have a stop limit, just like right at break even. But if it doesn't go in my favor, I don't like to usually open it because it'll just close out right away. Anyways, I close it out down here. Bear flags, below VWAP. I was like, this isn't looking good. I thought it could rally back up, but I decided to close it, left it. And yeah, that was actually like $900 on the ES long. So yeah. Anyways, and then I didn't want to flip. Didn't want to do the flip, but I did. I did a flip, and I actually flipped short here for a lot of reasons. For one, that 400 level, it rejected, which I've been kind of waiting for it to hit. Another one is it's hourly, but there is still an RSI divergence here. I like the dailies better, but it is still in the hourly. It's hourly candles engulfing. This red bearish candles engulfing. This is a bit of a bear flag. It's been a little more bullish, but yeah, that is actually still a bear flag. Wicking tops on the top there for the hourly. Bearish MACD. We don't have red under the 9 yet. But yeah, so the shorts I opened here, I didn't have margin for a big ES, and that's probably a good thing. So I opened up 3 micros here, and then I've just been holding those, and SPY's basically just been consolidating since then. Bouncing up to VWAP and kind of coming back down, and I don't know what this drop was from. It's kind of weird, middle of the day drop, and then this rally, it's kind of the same weird thing. But it's looking like it's topping, or yeah, topping, maybe not fully reversing yet, but at least topping and maybe starting to come down. Yeah, daily candle red potentially, and a double doji. So that could be a sign of a reversal, and then those divergences I showed you on the 4-hour. So I'm going to hold these. A smaller position than a big ES. It's a MES, it's a micro, so easier for me to stomach holding, and I want to hold longer, and maybe just I keep kind of getting out of trades when I'm down. It's not because I'm down a certain amount, just because I don't know, I need to play it longer term. So maybe smaller position sizing I think could be in my favor. Takes longer to get back gains, but better than taking losses. So yeah, I think this could be rounding out a top here for now. don't like to try and time the top. I like to wait for momentum, but here I am, kind of doing it, I guess, again. Oh well. GME, BBBY. BBY had a red pre-market. It was down at one point. It was down 10% right here. So gap down at close, like 4%, and then pre-market today, 4% turned into like 10%, and big bounce back up to like 4% down, and then pretty much from open, this thing just rallied with the market. Just really looks like high beta moves. So just exaggerating the moves on the market. Moved up quick, and then this move here where it broke that 4 level, I think was kind of more just breaking that key level 4, unleashing the 4 strike in the options chain. So it really pushed through that quickly, where the market didn't keep going there. But then yeah, so it was up. It was up like almost 20% up here. At 450, and almost hit 450, and then came down and just kind of consolidated around VWAP basically all day. We've got about 30 minutes left. Held up a high support here though at 387, and then that resistance at 350. Really, this is more bullish than I was expecting for today. So I think, yeah, this is crazy. If you were watching the stream on Friday, or even my video, I guess, I was just saying how bullish I was on even Friday, even though it sold off. Just the fact that it held up so well. And what the move looked like, it didn't look like the short squeeze or this rally was over, because they didn't short it down and shut it down at open. I mean, they did some from here to here, but it bounced. And then it consolidated for so long that, to me, was just bullish consolidation. And then it sold off the end of day. So that then was, to me, just profit taking. People taking profit on the weeklies, maybe some for next week. And so it made me think the rally's not over. And then today, so yeah, that made me more bullish, basically. And then today, yeah, I'm bullish again on it. Crazy. Bullish in the sense that I'm thinking the rally's going to go higher. So on Friday, if this thing sold off to, you know, $3.50, and bounced, and then ended up the day like at $3, and then today it was down to like $2.50, you know, I would think the rally could still keep going. That's consolidation with some profit taking, but there's still short positions that need to be closed, whatever. But I wouldn't think it would go as high with that. Maybe $6, $7, $8. But how it's holding up so high, how there's so much buying pressure, and the gamma ramp and the options chain, that's insane. That's making me think it's going to potentially go kind of nuts. Still, this options chain is absolutely crazy. Where is it, dude? At the 4 strike, this is Tuesday, first day of the week for today. Monday was off. 46,000 volume traded on the 4 strike. There's 30,000 open interest at 4. 4.5, 12,000, 51,000 open interest at 5. 44,000 was traded today. So the gamma ramp in this option chain is crazy. BBY could be at double digits this week. Could be at 6 this week. Could be, I don't know. I'm pretty bullish on it. I don't think it's going to be very low. If it does dip, I might try and get more exposure, honestly. But I just don't see too much dip happening. This is way too bullish, way too strong of price action. Volume has tapered some, but that's to be expected during consolidation, which is what we've been getting these last 2 trading days. Today's volume's a little lower, but still very high, 144 million. I mean, it's insane volume, and that options chain volume is righteous. Next week, not as much open interest. The option chain dies off quite a bit next week. So for this ramp to keep going into next week, this will have to get piled into, and it very well could. I mean, look at what came in today on this. Let me change this to 50 strikes there. What came in today was crazy. 46,000, 27,000, 44,000. Like, that's crazy volume. So as this week progresses, and if the price holds up and we start to rally, I expect this option chain to keep going. Open interest to keep increasing. But this is all, I think, big money. So either they think it's going to be over by the end of this week, or they just haven't started positioning for next week yet. But maybe there's news coming, and that's what this week's options chain is for, and they know that. I don't know, but that's wild. Holding up nice here though, up almost 13%. GME, the strangest, just low volume melting up still. It's shockingly, surprisingly, scarily, eerily bullish. And I haven't taken a position yet because I'm looking for a range, looking for an entry, and it's just not doing anything but melting up, which is very odd for GME. Bottom to top, we're at 41%. It's already gone 40, almost 42% from the low to the high today. The last, what, 7 days or so. So yeah, it's made a big move already. The IV on here, it's moved up about, not crazy, it was in the 80s. So it's still not crazy expensive, but yeah, the 80%, 90% IV is gone. But the volatility and the velocity hasn't happened yet. These have been very subdued, slow moves that haven't pumped IV. This has been just a natural IV ramp with the stock. Whereas BBBY, with how violent its move up was, the IV is way overpriced now. So GME is not necessarily, because if it makes a big move, you're going to see the options premium move. So I'll show you the trades. I did some covered calls, cash secured puts, all that. ATER, I might get a position on some shares. Might wait for tomorrow. BBIG looks good. AMC had a weird pump today. Not sure what this was all about. I think it was up like 20% at some point. Yeah, our stuff from last week. Carvana still up 5%. So I've got shares and a covered call on this one. I might close the covered call today. So we'll see. With all these runners, SPY might not come down if they keep running up. So that's where it's kind of conflicting. I guess it's kind of a hedge for me a little bit. But yeah. So forgot where I was going there with that. But trades today. I don't know if I did any trades on here. Oh, I did. So I ended up getting some call debit spreads on GME. I'm just scaling in slowly. Got 3 22-30 call debit spreads for February 3rd. I'm still expecting this thing to come down to like 18.5, 19 something. So I'm expecting to lose value on those initially, but I could be wrong, and it could just have a big day any day now. So that's why I got some exposure, and I'll continue to scale. But yeah, so that was the trades on the options account. And then here's the 4 micros I have now. So I actually did average into it up here. Average in. I got one more short on the micro. So I'll plan on holding these overnight. Probably won't set a stop limit. Might, I'm not sure. But I am down today on the futures account, unfortunately, down $1,000 again. Yeah, smaller position size might help me. I made a tiny bit on some nat gas trades today also. Yeah, I need to get back to kind of my thoughts and my thought process when I started trading options, because I think I was doing better. Yeah, I definitely was. After I learned how it worked, I just didn't overthink stuff, and that helps a lot. So here are these plays. So my 2,400 shares on BBY still. These covered calls I opened up in the morning. I didn't tell you that. Yep, I opened up BBY covered calls in the morning. That's what I'm saying. I did not expect it to rip like this. Open them up like here, and then just rip. They were down like 80%. So to put in perspective and show what IV really does, like high IV, you get a big move, and your IV, your premium's not going to go up much. So this was like a 13% move, and those calls, those weeklies at the money, close to the money. What is it? 4.5, I guess, out of the money, but basically got to it. They only went up 80% with like a crazy move upside, and now they're back down. But I'm still down on them because this thing's just holding up so well. Look at this. Looks like it wants to rally into close. I might close these today. I don't know if I can. Let's see. I might not be able to because my account was under 25K when I opened them. I was like, yeah, I'll hold them tomorrow. Why wouldn't I? Don't a day. Yeah, see, I can't do it. I'm holding these till tomorrow. That's fine. I think my cost basis on these shares is $4. If I'm gonna roll them either way, if BBBY just starts going, which it looks like it's actually about to freaking right now. And yeah, okay, here we go. But IV's still high. Well, IV's high, I can get a nice roll. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so open up those and in that future in that trade, and that's what I got. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on Discord. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you see when we go live. Okay, peace out.